Hello everyone, welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. I'm happy to have y'all back for another video, but this video is not a haul video. This is actually my midsummer 2019 top 10 books that you should get right now. And as you know, I've done a video at the beginning of the year of the top 20 books for 2019 that I definitely think you should get. So I wanted to expand on that in the middle of the summer because a lot of things have changed in the market in the past months, and I definitely feel that these books right now you definitely need to get. Now I will say 8 of them are reasonably priced. In fact, some of them are cheap still, but there's 2 comics in particular in this pile that are not cheap at all, especially in 9.8s. They're not cheap at all, but I would say you definitely just need to get them, period, even in lower grades or mid grades. So we will talk about those 2 books last. So I'm definitely gonna let you know that I feel that these books are, most of them are still undervalued. They still have a lot of room to grow. And they're all first appearances, by the way, you guys. So, like I always say, first appearances always command the most money. And you should definitely be on the lookout for first appearances all the time. Now, I just want to say thank you to everyone for subscribing to my channel. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, everyone, for spreading the word and for just constantly coming and watching my channel. I thank you. We also want to say that sorry about that. I had to pause the video for a second, you guys. Now I gotta remember what I was talking. Thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel and getting me to almost 2,000 subscribers. So make sure if you're not subscribed to my channel, you hit the Galactus head at the end of the video, which will be right here. My daughter wanted to say hi, and make sure you hit the bell so that way you're notified every time I make a video.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, I already said that, but
subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, subscribe her Kazia's Fun Time. Okay. I changed it. I changed the name because Glam Time is just too girly. You know, Fun Time is more universal. You know. So, anyways, let's get back to this. Okay. Say bye bye, Moo. All right. That's my twin right there. I love her to death. She's spoiled. I will tell you that. Spoiled to death. But anyways, so make sure you give it a thumbs up too, you guys. For some reason, thumbs up makes a difference in the algorithm or whatever of the videos. So I appreciate everyone. Also want to say, last but not least, like I always say in my videos, please don't skip the skippable ads. The reason why I ask you not to skip the ads is because when you skip the ad, I don't get the ad revenue. And since I'm a small channel, every ad counts. So thank you, everyone. And if you want to skip the ads but still want to, support, you can always go to the Cash App on your phone. And if you don't have Cash App, download Cash App. Go to your whatever app store you need to go to. It's a free app. And if you're new to it, when you first download it, where it says promo code, put this right here, and you'll automatically get $5 for free. Now, if you already have the Cash App, this is the handle right here where you can donate. Just put this name in, and make sure you put the $sign first and then the name, and then you can donate whatever you want, and it's free. It won't cost you anything. They don't charge a fee or anything to send to me. It's a great app. I love it more than I love PayPal. So I definitely suggest, if you don't have Cash App, you should just download it, try it out, see if you like it or not. It won't hurt you, and it's safe and secure. That's another thing, you guys. So I've had Cash App for years, never had a problem. So it's just like PayPal, like I said. It's just, to me, it's better. But anyways, thank you, everyone. So let's get on with this top 10, okay, you guys? So the first one right here is Machine Man number 19. Now, this is the first appearance of Jacko Lantern, which is him right there. Now, lately, they've been using him a lot in the comics, and I'm just like, in fact, he even got killed in the Deadpool versus Black Panther limited series that just recently ended. But still, he always comes back. No matter how many times he gets killed, he comes back. So he's been killed more than once, you guys. So he always comes back, and it seems like they're using him for a reason. And I really feel it's maybe because he might be popping up in the MCU real soon, or he might be on somebody's show once they start their streaming service. So I definitely suggest you get this book. Now, this book came out in 1979, so you can find the one. They do have a direct one with the line going across, which is the beginning of the direct market in 1979. So there's only 6% of the market. So definitely, if you look for this book, try to find the one with the line going across the barcode. That one right there is rarer than the regular newsstand, because the newsstand at the time was still 94% of the market. So finding the newsstand is easy. Finding the direct with the line going across is a little bit harder. Now, I definitely suggest you try to get a near mint copy. Right now, they're going between $15 to $25 for a near mint copy. Now, 9.8s of this CGC 9.8s of this book usually go between $200 to $250, so it's not that pricey. But I definitely think that if they say anything about this character being in anything, you best believe a CGC 9.8. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes to like 500. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like, that's just how it's been going lately. Like, every time something gets announced about some character, either the 9.8 doubles in price or it triples in price. So definitely be on the lookout for this book. Definitely suggest it right away. And he's been around for a while and he's been in multiple people's books. So Jacko Lantern, definitely be on the lookout for that. Now, this is the only DC book out of all the books, and I apologize for that. But right now, Marvel is just, they're just, with their movies and shows and everything, they're just full throttle. So it's kind of like it's more about speculating on their characters than it is DC. Because DC is going, but they're just not going at a faster pace than Marvel right now as far as movies and shows and everything. But DC is starting to do their thing, I will say that. So that's why I think this character right here has a chance of showing up, I think, in one of the shows. So it's Teen Titans number 37. This is the first appearance of Miss Martian, and I definitely feel she might appear in the Teen Titans show. You just never know. I just don't know. I really feel that she might appear, but the main reason why I think you should get this book right now is because this book right now is a $15 book. And 9.8s of this book I've seen go between 80 to 120, which is cheap. And the reason why I say it's cheap is because one thing about it is that every time I find this book, it's so hard to find it without spine ticks because of the black cover. I mean, this is an all black cover. It is so hard to find this in perfect shape. And I think that's what is going to make this book go up even more once they announce anything about her appearing in anything, is the fact that it's so hard to find this in a 9.8, like, period. It's the cover, just the way the cover is. So I really feel that if they announce anything, 9.8s of this book will probably triple instead of doubling. So because of it's so hard to find the black cover, perfect 9.8. So definitely be on the lookout for this book. I'm telling you, get this now. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. And my next book is Warlock number 10. Now this book right here is the origin issue of Thanos, origin issue of Magnus, which is the evil version of Warlock. And as you know, Warlock is coming because he was in his cocoon in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at the end. So he's in his cocoon. He's coming. Everybody knows he's coming. So eventually Magnus will be coming too. Trust and believe. But the reason why I'm telling you to get this book is it don't have nothing to do with them two. It has to do with the fact that this is the first appearance of the In-Betweener. Now the In-Betweener is a servant of Lord Chaos and Master Order. And they're two cosmic entities as powerful as Galactus. In fact, I think they were more powerful than Galactus at one point, but now when he became the Lightbringer, he became more powerful than them. But I think just him being original Galactus, I think they are actually more powerful than him. But anyways, right now the MCU, I feel, is about to really start introducing all these cosmic beings. these super powerful cosmic beings. I think Eternity is coming. I definitely think the Living Tribunal is coming. I think Lord Chaos Master Order is coming. Galactus is definitely coming. I feel all this stuff is about to happen. So I definitely feel that the In-Betweener is a character that you should definitely be trying to get the first appearance of his in this book. And this book right now in the near mint condition is about a $25 to $30 book. And 9.8s of this book are usually at the $160 to $200 range. So definitely pick this book up now, because like I said, it's coming. The cosmic beings are coming. So it's just about which cosmic beings are coming. So definitely feel you need to get that book. The next book is this right here is a super spec play on my part, because I really not 100% sure if they're gonna use him, but it'll be great to see him in one of the movies because of his powers and the dynamic of him. So it's Sleepwalker #1, first appearance of Sleepwalker. I've actually liked this character since he's come out. I've always liked him. I find him really unique and intriguing. So definitely would love to see him in the MCU. Right now, this book is still a cheap book. So definitely this is one of those books that if you see it, get it. If you see 9.8s on eBay or wherever, definitely suggest you get it. 9.8s are under $100. So definitely you should be getting this book. Super spec play. So definitely that's my long shot, one of my long shots. All right. Then we got, of course, Marvel Spotlight #32, first appearance of Spider-Woman. Now, I definitely have seen this book jump. Like, it's crazy how this book has jumped as far as graded copies. I've seen 9.8s double and 9.4s and 6s just climb up. So somebody knows something. Something's going on, or either a lot of people are just specking on this book. But I definitely don't see why Spider-Woman is not in the MCU yet. And she should definitely, because she's definitely an important character throughout the Marvel history of comics. So definitely a issue that I feel that you should definitely be getting right now before it gets too pricey. So get this book. Don't say I didn't tell you later. All right. Then, of course, I think you should get the Micronauts #8, which is the first appearance of Captain Universe. Now, the Micronauts are owned by, Hasbro, if I remember correctly. So they're not going to be in the MCU. But I don't think Captain Universe is owned by Hasbro. I think Captain Universe is owned by Marvel, if I remember correctly. Because they've used him plenty ever since the Micronauts have left the Marvel label, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Micronauts are under, I think, IDW or some other comic book company is doing their books now. They're not under Marvel anymore. But Captain Universe still has been in Marvel, appearing, I mean, it's multiple times. In fact, other people have had his powers. I think Spider-Man has power one time and punched Hulk into the atmosphere or whatever. Who's the strongest there is, that cover where he punched the Hulk and stuff. But anyways, I definitely feel that, like I said, they're bringing out the cosmic entities. So he's a cosmic entity. He's not on the level of Galactus and all of them, but he's definitely a step below. I would say that of them, but he's powerful. I would say that definitely very powerful character. So definitely, I feel you need to get this book now. Now, 9.8s of this book are usually in the $150 to $200 range, so it's a good price. Definitely suggest you get this book now before it gets crazy. All right, next issue. I've showed this in my last haul video, but just in case you didn't see my last haul video, it's Marvel Presents #1, first appearance of Ulysses Bloodstone. And like I said in that video, I really feel this book right here is very undervalued. It's very undervalued right now. You could definitely get this book between $10 to $15 in near mint condition right now. 9.8s of this book is usually at the 150 range, which surprises me. Like, I really feel this book should be way higher. Now, the reason why I'm specking on this book, like I said in that video, is that his daughter's first appearance in her issue has skyrocketed, and it's hot. So a lot of people are speculating she's about to be in something, or there's news that she is going to be in something. And like I said in that video, if she's going to be in it, best believe her father's going to be in it. Like, he might not be fighting and doing all the stuff she's doing, but he's definitely going to be in it. So, and they're probably going to show like little snippets of him using his power before, but not anymore. Or he might, but they'll probably just show him, in whatever she's in. So definitely this book is going to skyrocket if that happens. So definitely should be getting this book now. So definitely under the radar book right there. All right, next book is Uncanny XMen number 121. All right. Now this book right here, don't mind the sticker. That's just from where I bought the book at. I never took the sticker off the bag. But anyways, this is the first full appearance of Alpha Flight. And as you can see, they're on the cover. Now, issue 120 is their cameo. Now, on the 120 cover, you see Alpha Flight, but they're in shadow because they're basically the X-Men just got off the plane and they're walking towards the hangar. And Alpha Flight is in the hangar, but they're in shadow. You can see shadows of them, but they're not in full. You don't see them fully. And then in that book, if you go in the book, they're at the end. They're not in the whole book. Now this one, they're in the cover and you can see them, and they're in the whole book. So this is the first full. Now I'm gonna tell you, issue 120, the cameo, man, that book, that book is at the 9.8 of that book is almost at $2,000 now. Like, it's crazy how much they've been selling for. I remember when that book was not going for that much, 9.8s. It's crazy. Now, a 9.8 of this book just recently sold, and it sold for $500, which is way less than the cameo. So the reason why I'm not suggesting going to get the cameo is because I feel the cameo has already done its run up. You know what I'm saying? So now you got plenty of time to try to hurry up and get this full first before it runs up. So it's still at the $500 range for a CGC 9.8. So you still have time. This book is still, even raw copies are still going for a reasonable amount. You know what I'm saying? So definitely this book, you need to get it now before it does its run up also. Because best believe it's going to. It's going to happen. And the reason why a lot of people are specking on Alpha Flight is because they really think that the next phase of the MCU is going to include Alpha Flight. And I don't see why not. I mean, why not have a Canadian team in the MCU? A superpower Canadian team. And I don't see, they're a great group. Definitely. Now, I'm going to tell you, when Alpha Flight first came out, two of the members that later show up in Alpha Flight number 1 aren't in this book. So the next issue, of course, I'm going to tell you to get is Alpha Flight number 1 because of that. Now, this is the first appearance of Puck and Marina. Is that her name right there? Now, and then, of course, all the other members were already in this book right here. So that's why this book right here is definitely a book that you also need to go get, because it's their first ongoing series, first appearance of Puck and Marina, whatever her name is. And Puck is definitely a very important character in the Alpha Flight, just Alpha Flight period. And he has a lot of history with Wolverine too. And Puck, his origin story is very interesting. He originally wasn't short like that. He was originally tall. And there's a reason why he's short now. So if you ever get a chance to read his origin issue, which is, I think, issue number 32 of Alpha Flight, I don't remember. But it's very interesting how he wound up being small. But it's great. It's great, you guys. But anyways, this book right here is still fairly cheap. Sometimes you can even find them in the dollar bin still. Now, I'm going to tell you, 9.8s of this book have been going for $150. Sometimes they a little bit less. But best believe that's not going to last, especially if they announce anything about Alpha Flight coming. Best believe those are going to skyrocket. So right now is the perfect time. Get this book. get this book, okay, you guys? All right. And last but not least, the most expensive book out of all of them that right now is just has shot up like a lot, but I still feel has even more room to grow once they show an image of him in the MCU. Now, of course, it's the Mighty Thor 165, first full appearance of Warlock. Now, he had 3 cameo appearances before this book. He had 2 cameos in Fantastic Four and then a cameo in The Mighty Thor, the issue before this one. And I have that issue. I just can't, I don't know what box it was. I was going to pull it out to show you guys, but I got to find it. It's in one of my boxes. But anyways, this is his first full appearance. Now, the first full appearance is going for more than any of those cameo appearances. More than the 2 Fantastic Fours, more than the cameo Thor one, the one before this one. This is the one that's going for the most money right now. Now, I saw a 9.4 copy on Comic Link go for like, I think it was like $6,000, like something crazy. I was just like, oh my God. It's been crazy. And raw copies of this book it's been crazy, you guys. I mean, this book is really hot. It's hot. But like I said, the fact that it's so hot without even showing an image of him yet, like out of the cocoon, is crazy. And I would say this: if they do him right and they make him into a character that people like in the movies, I really expect this book to consistently go up over time because of the fact that this is unlike a lot of modern age issues that, after the hype goes down, the book kind of goes back down in value. The reason why that is because a lot of those books are much easier to find in near mint condition. Now, when it comes to these Silver Age books, they're way harder to find in near mint condition, so you're only going to have but so many on the census. And that's what makes the value of them stay. Like, I give you a prime example, the first appearance of Steppenwolf. That book has not gone down at all as far as high grades. High grades of that book still are selling on Comic Link for a lot of money. Like, and Steppenwolf he sucked in the movie to me. He was an afterthought to me in the Justice League movie. But collectors know that it's a Silver Age issue and it's hard to find in high grade. It's just one of those books, and the value's just not gonna go down. Collectors know. They're not gonna find those books just anywhere in high grade. It's just not gonna happen. And I feel it's the same thing with this. This book right here is very hard to find in high grade. I've ran into a lot of copies of this book over my collection years, and I could tell you most of the time they're in mid-grade to low grade. Every time I find them, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to find this in a high grade. And this right here is about a 7.5 to an 8.0. But I wish it was a higher grade. I mean, I actually had a higher grade and I sold it, which I regret because I've seen it just skyrocket. But it is what it is. I made good money off of it though, so I can't complain. But kind of wish I would have kept it. Didn't think he was gonna appear in the movie, and that was my fault for not thinking that. But now that I know, knowing is half the battle, as they say in G.I. Joe, right, you guys? So now that I know this, and I know how the market reacts to Silver Age books when it comes to first appearances and they appear in a movie, the value don't go down. Even after the hype has gone down and everything, the values don't go down with the Silver Age high grade books. They just won't go down. They keep their value and they keep going up. Prime example I'll give you is Swamp Thing #1. Swamp Thing #1 is actually a Bronze Age issue, but it's an early Bronze Age. It's a 20 center, and it's really hard to find that book in a high grade. It's 9.8 to that book just aren't floating around everywhere. And after the show's already out, a lot of times that's when the hype dies down, and that book And the 9.8 still going for a lot of money. Lots of money. It hasn't stopped at all. And his first appearance in House of Secrets, forget that. That book definitely hasn't gone down in value. That book is just gonna keep climbing in high grade. It's just gonna keep doing this thing. So that's what I have to say about. So remember this: the rule of thumb is when it comes to modern age books like this, definitely get them before the hype. And once the hype comes, if you want to sell because 9 times out of 10 the value will go down after the hype. It won't go all the way back down to probably the levels it was before, but it's gonna go down. It's not gonna stay at the height that it is before the hype, before the movie or the show or whatever comes out. But when it comes to silver or golden age books, you don't have to worry about that. Not at all. It's gonna retain its value. In fact, it's gonna go up more. So even after the show, the hype, and all that stuff. So just remember that, you guys. And as always, if you're having a bad day, read you a comic. And if you're still having a bad day, after reading one comic, read 2 comics. Or read 3, 4, whatever it takes for you to get out of whatever you're thinking about and get into the comic book world and let it take you away and enjoy this amazing stories with fantastic art. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's all you need sometimes. You know, it's helped me out a lot of times. Whenever I've had a super bad day, I'll go read me a couple of comics and I'm in a whole better mood, trust and believe, because I'm not even thinking about my problem. Now I'm thinking about the stories and I'm thinking about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It takes me away. So definitely do that. So thank you everyone for coming and checking out this video. And like always, hit the Galactus head to subscribe. Look at these 2 videos for some goodness, some old comic book goodness. And until next time, everyone, peace.